Hello and welcome back to the 3D Mechanical Design channel, where we turn drawings into SOLIDWORKS models. In this video, we're going step by step through CSWA Practice Model 1.10 in SOLIDWORKS. If you want to follow along, and you definitely should, you can download the model file using the link in the description below. So, where do we begin? First, and most importantly, take a good look at the drawing. This is one of the most underrated skills in the CSWA exam. Start by checking the units. Make sure your document units match the drawing. In SOLIDWORKS, you can quickly adjust them using the status bar in the bottom right corner. Now locate the origin. It's positioned at the bottom outside on the center plate. Getting this right early will save you from painful sketch adjustments later. Next, identify the main feature. In this model, we're primarily using the Extruded Boss tool. Check the hints. It's also important not to miss anything. Here we see that all the flanges are of the same thickness, which is not shown in the drawing. And finally, don't ignore the volume. For this part, it should be 45,438 cubic millimeters. Think of it as your final answer check. If your number matches, you're golden. Let's make a simple plan before we jump in. Step 1, model the center plate. Step 2, add the two flanges. Let's get started. Let's start by opening a new part. First things first, check your units. We're working in MMGS, so if that's already set, you're good to go. Select the front plane and start a new sketch. Begin with a vertical centerline. Then sketch a circle at the top with a diameter of 25 millimeters. The center of this circle should be 45 millimeters above the origin. Next, draw a larger circle with a diameter of 40 millimeters. From there, create a slanted line on the right side of the outer circle, and connect it back to the origin with another line. Make sure the line and the circle are tangent. Now, set the angle between the vertical centerline and the slanted line. Divide 35 by 2, which gives us 17.5 degrees. Mirror these lines about the vertical centerline to keep everything symmetric. At this point, we've added all dimensions, but the sketch is still not fully defined. It looks like these two lines should form a 90-degree angle. We'll leave it as is for now and verify it later when we check the volume. Think of it as a small mystery to solve at the end. Trim away the unnecessary geometry using the Trim Entities tool, and now we're ready for our first feature. Apply an extruded boss with a thickness of 10 millimeters, making sure the direction is away from the origin. Next, select the bottom right plane of the extruded part and start sketching. Use the corner rectangle tool and draw a rectangle with its bottom edge aligned to the origin. Set the distance from the origin to the left side of the rectangle to 20 millimeters. The width should be 36 millimeters. And the height should be 32 millimeters. Convert the top edge of the rectangle into a construction line, then use the center point arc tool to create the curved top. Finally, add a hole with a diameter of 22 millimeters. At this point, your sketch should be fully defined, no blue lines, no surprises. Now, apply another extruded boss with a thickness of 10 millimeters. This time going upward. Make sure Merge Result is checked. And click OK. That gives us the right flange. To create the left one, simply use the mirror feature about the right plane. Let SOLIDWORKS do the work, because copying is faster than creating from scratch. Model 1.10 is complete, but we're not done yet. In the CSWA exam, finishing the model is only half the battle. Checking it is where the real magic happens. First, let's verify the origin. It matches the drawing perfectly, so far so good. Now, the moment of truth. Let's check the volume. Not quite right. That means our earlier assumption about the angle being 90 degrees wasn't correct. Let's increase the angle slightly. We'll add 2 degrees and rebuild the model. Check the volume again. Getting closer. Now let's fine-tune it. Update the angle to 92.765 degrees and rebuild one more time. And now, perfect. The volume matches the drawing exactly. 45,438 cubic millimeters. That's how you know your model is spot on. Just to be absolutely sure, I'll quickly generate a drawing and verify all the dimensions. everything checks out. Clean, accurate. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to like and leave a comment. It really helps the channel. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.